if they want feedback, one by one feedback I can give, like on quality of life and technology. It was a good essay, but what you wanted to come out with, some hypothesis must be there, some position must be there, and in that. Competitiveness and technology, again, lot of issues were discussed on competitiveness, how competitiveness is enhanced or replaced by technology. Our technology is enhancing, that should be highlighted. Health and technology, so that was one of the quick presentation, but quite nice, that how health is leveraging technology. Technology, teaching, learning with ICT. I like to say a lot of things are nowadays happening. I myself take a class which is called virtual class. My students are sitting somewhere in Mumbai, somewhere in Gurgaon, and I am teaching from Lucknow, and it is having through Reliance and I am Lucknow connectivity. So good. Then we had dynamics of globalization and ICT, and we had world competitiveness report. So how competitiveness report is affected by technology, that should be integrated. Then we have genetically modified food. That's actually another aspect where we have gone. Means really used, not ICT, something else, because we have taken very limited definition of technology. It is not IT, it can be much more than IT. On the line use of IT in banking, that was a good paper about sampling, sample size you should take, and the kind of sample you are taking, because I have done some research on this, my students have done. The trust factor is very important, and generation gap is also very important issue. Like I know I have it in account, but still I will be using only when it is, I am absolutely sure that my money is not going to be taken away by somebody else. The next online banking. Facebook, ma'am have already said a lot of things, what are the social implications. But Facebook, LinkedIn, all these things are also being used for social networking as well as recruitment and selection. Earlier we had reference check. Nowadays your reference check is happening on Facebook. What you have updated, what kind of person you are, I can know through those updates rather than checking with your friends and boss what is going to happen. And finally, innovative technology in teaching, I will say it was a good presentation, but how we should leverage further, that should be seen. And I will also like to thank the panelists for listening patiently, all kinds of papers, have some good ideas, some general ideas, also not worth the conference ideas, are all kinds, but these are the learning phase. So we must learn and we must try to improve upon further, like presentation, entire thing is word presentation, and word presentation, abstract is entirely presented. It is the etiquette in presentation that not more than 8 lines on a slide, so that people can go and see it properly. So we all have learned through mistakes. So it's not that we are good. We must improve it in future. I congratulate all the presentations and also the organizers who have taken so much pains to facilitate these presentations, and the persons who were showing solidarity with their fellow presenters. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of our Arithmetic Lab all for being here, to Professor Singh for chairing the session, to Mr. Garg for introducing us to the theme of the session, to Usha ma'am and Mr. Jhunjhunwala for their valuable comments and insights on the presenter's paper, to the presenters too who have come here from far places and presented their research work before us, to the students, to the technical people, and to the media people for their wholehearted support. And may now request Professor Singh to the honors, to Usha ma'am, by presenting a token of appreciation. Thank you, sir. You are also requested to do the honors to Mr. Garg. I would request you to state Mr. Jhunjhunwala, the token of love and admiration. Thank you so much, sir. May I now announce you all that for high tea, so all of us are requested to join us in the next building. Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to say a good blessing for us, for people of Banaras. Very proud to hear, felt really nice to hear the present generation of businessmen in Banaras. So we know we are having the hopes that we'll be having good progress and development and good business. It's really nice to hear you.
Those were not two things I had to picture.
Go on in so that what you say.
Sir, T.K. Gavaskar and Saurabh sir, Madam Manjara madam. Good morning to all of you. First of all, I'd like to request Aman sir to present a token of love to Gavaskar sir. I request Aman sir to present the bouquet to Saurabh Gandhi.
Please.
As we know well, we are here in the third, second technical session, and presenters are here. Before we proceed and go through the presentations, I'd like to brief the profile of our distinguished guests who are present here. Professor K.K. Agarwal sir, blessed with a glorified and exceptional academic career throughout his life. Professor Krishna Kumar Agarwal is presently associated as Professor, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, Varanasi. He is also the Director of the Institute of Management Studies and Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, MDKVP, Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth. Being an expert in the field of accounting and finance, Professor Agarwal has a teaching experience of more than 26 years. He has awarded and completed fellowship under the Faculty Development Program by the prestigious Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and was honored as Fellow of Indian Commerce Association for his outstanding contribution in the field of commerce and management. A voracious reader and a prolific writer, Professor Agarwal has more than 65 foreign research papers and 4 books to his credit, written on different aspects of the management. Professor Agarwal is deeply involved in the dissemination of knowledge on different specializations of management at several national, international seminars and conferences. He also holds several prestigious administrative and academic positions. Some of these include Director of Defense Studies Program, MDKVP Officer on Special Duty, University Press and Publication Department Office in Charge, University Publication, and many more. A profound scholar and efficient administrator, Professor Agarwal is also dedicated towards propagating message of literacy among poor and downtrodden, residing in village and slum areas, and finds himself actively engaged in elementary education programs. I'd like to welcome you, sir, in the program, and definitely you have a lot of expertise, as I told. We all get, you can say, a very good exposure, being present here, enrich us, and we learn a lot. Our next guest, distinguished guest in the session is Saurabh Shah. Saurabh Shah has done his schooling from Daily School, Indore, completed his BBA Marketing from SMS, Varanasi, and then went for training at CIPET, that's Central Institute of Plastic Engineering and Technology, Lucknow, for plastic processing and recycling technology, and also went under the training of operating PVC pipes, extrusion machinery at Windsor Machines Limited, Ahmedabad. Mr. Saurabh Shah, getting these all knowledge, turns that into entrepreneurial vision, and in the way he started a PVC rigid pipe unit, that is ISO 900-200 certified unit, and known in the market by the name brand, that's RKT Pipes. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of RSMT. Our third distinguished guest in the session is Professor Manish Srivastava. Right now he is working in one of the prestigious institutes in Mauritius. He is also having a lot of exposure and experiences of different platforms. He is PhD from Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, Varanasi, on the topic marketing strategies and development of tourism industry in Uttar Pradesh and Uttaranchal. He is UGC NET qualified, MBA from HNP Garhwal University, Bachelor of Science from VS Purvanchal University. He is edited a number of books and more than 25 papers and presentations. And I welcome you, sir, on behalf of RSMT in this session, and hope we all get a very good exposure, because we have a national as well as international experience in the session. The very first is Dhananjay Gupta, research scholar, FMS PhD. Meanwhile, I like to request Madam Preeti Madam to please give a token of love to Manish Srivastava. Next is Arun Kumar Deshmukh, research scholar, FMS, PhD. Mohit Khetri, Vishnu Mayan Rai, Amit Dilora. Sir, please welcome you and
good afternoon all. Myself is Amit Flora, and I am from EPS University, that's Avdesh Pratap Singh University, Viva. And I am here to present my paper on importance of resume. Now,
as we know that we have an identity to present. Whenever we go in the center in India, how do we represent ourselves? We have voters ID card, we have identity PAN card, we have bank cards. Over here I am a research presenter, I have a card, that's why I am presenting here. So in the similar way, when we come in the world of employment, how do we represent ourselves? We represent by resume. So what resume is? Resume is a document which have your career objectives, which describes what your career aspects are, what are you want to be if you're a fresher or you're excelling in that area. Then what are your education details, that's your what you are educated into, what you have studied so far, and things that you're eligible for that particular kind of job. Then comes up your past work experience details, like have you worked somewhere, you have some experience, or you're a fresher. And then comes up skills and achievement, your best into it, and what you have achieved so far to bring in front of the world of education, to put an impact in that. Now, what kind of people generally see resumes? There are, one is recruiters, obviously the people who want to hire you, and secondly the people who want to get hired. So recruiters, they'll see what kind of people they are looking, and according to that they'll see the resume. And job seeker are the people who will make the resumes. Now what kind of technique, what kind of recruiters there are in the world? There are two kind of recruiters. One is technical recruiter and second one is non-technical recruiter. When we talk about technical recruiter, they are those kind of people who sees resumes who are into technology field, like BTech, different kind of BTech engineers, different kind of medical technical engineering fields, and non-technical is an ocean, like which is non-technical, like BSc, BCom, or non-technical education required areas. Those are these kind of experts. Now, what are the different type of recruiters in an organization we see? One is project manager and team, human resource department and placement agencies. Now, suppose we go in a field and we are working in a project, there is a team working over there. Based on temporary requirement, project managers hire people. And now, human resource, if we talk about human resource department, every organization, be it university or college or any department, has an HRE department. HRE department is continuously looking into the people who vacancies. Based on that, they filter it out and hire. Now, what are placement agencies? Placement agencies are the people who are intermediators between these two. They talk to HRE departments and they deal with the project managers. Based on the requirements they present, the commission based, we present the people to both the organizations and the teams. Now, if we talk about job seekers who are making resumes, what kind of job seekers we have in the market? We have mainly two kind of job seekers. One is active job seeker and second is passive job seeker. What is an active job seeker? Like you people, all the students who are sitting in the net continuously looking in the sites for getting jobs. They are, when they get the job and then they'll be there. And we talk about passive job seekers whose careers are stable and they're not in a hurry to find a better job, but still they are in the market so that something better can happen, then will go. Now, what are the different recruitment processes generally happens in the corporate world? There are three kind of recruitment processes that happen in the corporate world. One is your internal recruitment process, second is external recruitment process, and third is the reference by reference. What is an internal recruitment process? Suppose over here, if we talk about say this college RSMP, and where we need some say administrator officer, and we carry out a job posting over here. Based on that, internal people who are working inside the organization only can apply for the post, and if eligible can go for that particular job. Now, what is an external process? External process, recruitment process is that which is carried by placement agencies, campus drives, and different organizations outside the organization. And the people are also from outside the organization. Now, if we talk about references, Like suppose we are working for a Tata company and one person is working at a very senior position, say CEO or higher manager area. He refer to a person, a candidate. The weightage will be good because that person holds a very senior position, and if he is referring to that a candidate in an organization, that means he might be having something special. Now, what are the sources of information for job seekers?